I've picked a far more off-grid spot this time, guys. So I've got a few things that have changed. I'll show you around the setup because I haven't showed it to you for quite some while. And yeah, I've gone a bit off-grid, guys. Gone a bit off-grid because that's where I should be heading over the summer holidays, to some more quiet spots. Anyway, that's midweek. Going to fill up from Friday, but I'll come over the back end of the site, and there we go. Anyway, quite hot to say. It's getting hotter this week, so I've got my sunshade in the window, which also makes it a little bit darker and offers a bit of privacy. There's a major change there. I did roll it out last time, but I didn't show it to you. It's a 100 watt solar panel, and that is generating electricity into this little Hotwin 300 watt odd job power bank, portable power station. Now it's only inputting 4 watts at the moment because the device is fully charged, but last time in direct sunlight I had up to 41 watts input. I don't know how these things are rated, but I guess you never get actually 100 watts out of it. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. So that's all good. Behind that, I've got that weird looking power bank as a backup. Okay, now what I've done with that, I've actually fitted a little solar panel on the roof just to sort of keep it topped up. It's just sort of something as a backup. So I've got that little solar panel up there. I've also added a box on the roof, keeps things like a few spares, tow ropes and things, and also a tarp. And there we go. This is much the same. I've got my little cool box there. Now I can plug that into that thing, and on eco mode I can probably get that to do a fair bit of cooling, but I would switch it off at night. I tried to run it 24/7 last time. It lasted about 36 hours, but I am running extra kit off of that power station. I was using an All Powers R600, but I didn't find it very good, and I've taken it out. It's no good to me, that device, so the All Powers is not in there. Rather disappointed with that device, to be honest. So currently I've got those two things. I'm not completely finished setting up yet, but I thought I'd show you before I start cooking. Anyway, on the front seat, I've basically bundled the stuff I need to use when I go walking. I've got my little trekking bag there, some winter clothes that I shouldn't need, and say in there I've got my bedding box, and I get the bedding out first and stack it in the back, and there's all my odds and sods, and that's usually my cooking location. And this has worked out really well because I can cook from this side facing out to the outdoors. The weather's not that great, but not too bad. But I can also cook from inside as well, and I have got the carbon monoxide detector in there too. Now, on this occasion, I have actually deployed the gazebo at the rear of the vehicle. So that's pretty good, actually. Normally I deploy it to the side. There's all the bedding ready to make up when it's time for beddy buys. In the back here, there's my Thetford porta potty. And I think for number 2s, I think I'll still trek down to the ablutions block. But for wee, I'll use that. I'm not the type to piss in the hedge, to be honest, but I'm sure it happens. So there we go. Anyway, on top of the stuff back, I've got a box of, that's basically my electrical hookup stuff that I used in the winter. And on top of that, there's a load of cleaning stuff, washing up stuff and wipes and that type of thing. And in the back here, I've got my homemade power bank, and that charged up all my phones and things like that. Whereas the Hotwin, so I'm going to use that if I need to keep some stuff cool in the cool box. But I'll also use it to run my smartphone over there, which is currently tethered and providing my internet. The internet's so strong here, I'm getting 50, 60 megabits per second download and about 15 upload without even trying to position it at all. Just stuck it on that cradle on the back of the seat there behind the Pringles, and that way to go. There's my little Bluetooth speaker there. Looks a bit, I don't know, limp-wristed, but it's actually a pretty good little speaker. There's my carbon monoxide detector, and I've added a couple of touch lights there for pretty much some evening lighting. I've also got a little fold-up table lamp there. I've got a little USB fan there, which is absolutely fantastic. It's lasted me for years and years, that thing, because as it's getting hotter now, I'm going to need that in the night. But I've actually got a little it's not dehumidifier, it's a humidifier, so put a bit of moisture in the air should I need so, if it gets a little bit too dry inside the vehicle. And I invested in a electric air pump rather than one that plugs into a cigarette lighter type socket. Right, let's go around the side. Actually, I'll show you the kitchen type stuff. So I've deployed that at the rear this time. I've got my usual water dispenser set up my table and my fold-up chair. But for once in a very long time, I've got my field kitchen out, which is good. That used to reside in my shed many years ago. We could do a really good clean, to be honest, but I'm going to try and do a bit more cooking outdoors this week. I'm here for 3 nights, 4 days, and it also gives me a bit of storage underneath as well. And it's got like a mesh type ventilation, and the mesh is small enough to keep ants and flies and stuff out, in my experience. But I wouldn't put too much sort of stinky fresh stuff in there, because you get a bloody rat chew through it, or a squirrel, or some bloody thing like that. So there we go. Anyway, bedding first. I'm not going to need a lot. Got my blow-up mattress there, which I think is leaking slightly now, and some other bedding. It does get quite cold in the night. It's not particularly warm summer at the moment, not at night time. So I got my summer sleeping bag that I just open up as like a duvet. For entertainment this time, I've got a little 7-inch Amazon tablet that I bought. Down there at the bottom, that's basically car spares. On top is all my cooking stuff. That is all my sort of GPS kit there. That shouldn't reside there because my feet need to go on that in the night. And there's that cool box. Now, that cool box is pretty good. But on 12 volt, it's just a cooler. But when you plug it into the mains, you actually get hot and cold, and also an eco mode. So you can turn it right down and hardly uses any watts at all. So I'll probably deploy that in the day, provided I'm getting a decent amount of solar input. See if I can make it last. In the front, I've got some new walking shoes there, so we get on with them. There's my wash bag, and that's my change of clothes, and that's my dirty washing in the middle. And that's pretty much it. I got another power bank up there that I use going on the road to power the dash cam, action cam thing that I sometimes use, and some just general bits and bobs. So there we go. On top as well, I've got my fire pit that I won't be using this time, and I cut the bits and pieces from my radio stuff. So that is it really. Oh, I'll better show you that. That's my floor chair thing. So as I've shown you before, that is what I sit on during the evening, and then I just fold it flat. It'll go up the side of there, and then I'll deploy the airbed down through there, and then I just, after the first night, I literally just fold the airbed back on itself, and that just resides at the back of the car. And it's an easy thing to deploy. Some people seem to think it's hard work, this, but I don't find it hard work at all. People say it's tiring to watch me set it up when I did my setup video, but believe me, it isn't. Unless you're really, really lacking energy. But there we go. So I'm looking forward to this. I've got a couple of nice. It's a bit of trouble with flies, but they seem to have gone now. I think it's those flying ants. They're sort of about for a couple of days in the summer. I've got a couple of lanterns up there. I'm pretty sure I've got some scented scented candles that keep bugs away. So I'll try and find those and light those. If not, it's a nice bit of ambient lighting, and it should draw a lot of the bugs away from the vehicle anyway. I'll probably sit out here with the back door open tonight, shut the back door down, fold a few things up, cover the field kitchen over with the tarp there, and away to go. So yeah, hopefully that's a bit of inspiration. It's a no build install. There's nothing fixed. Curtain poles are just resistance fit. The curtains themselves just some travel blankets. And so I've probably done over 40 nights away in this over last autumn, winter and spring, and now summer. So, and there we go. Well, that's for my blinds there. Those ones I made up before, they stay in position. And I have to say, one of the best things that I bought for the vehicle has been these wind deflectors, rain guards, because it allows you to crack the window open. And this car seat has quite a lot of internal ventilation, which is not great in the winter, but is pretty good in the summer. So it's a nice bit of airflow, even with all the other doors and windows shut, apart from these ones being cracked. And it also allows me to get the electric hookup wire through as well when I need to. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is just wire in those two devices into the power bank and get some grub on. Sorry to come back at you again, guys. Little addendum here for the setup video. Now, I am a bit shy, actually. In fact, I'm a very shy person. So I don't tend to use the communal facilities much. I wouldn't say never, but very rarely do I shower. And also, if you're a fair distance from the facilities, it's quite a way to walk if you're in less than ideal weather and you're sort of wet air and not fully clothed. So I generally use these body wipes. They're called Festival Essentials now, certainly in the shop that I got them from. It used to be called Festival Wipe. It's like a massive wet wipe, over 1 metre long, enriched with moisturiser. Okay, I actually rip them down through. They rip down through quite easily, so I'll get 4 washes out of that, and they're really good. In the summer, I keep them in the fridge, cool box, cool bag, and they're really, really refreshing. And in the winter, you could actually warm them up like a hot towel wash. So that's what I use. I got all my change of clothes and the rest of it. So I'm not living like a skanky lifestyle in here, and works very well for me. Anyway, if I was going to suggest anything, if you're actually going to build a sort of camper, is insulate. Insulate is good for keeping heat in, keeping heat out, and also keeping noise levels down. Some people say, oh, it's great to be in a vehicle or a tent, but it's raining outside. I would agree, as long as that rain isn't going on heavily for about 36 hours and it's rapping on the roof. So insulate. One thing I did do, we mucked around in the house a little bit, and a mat was no longer required. So I've got my sort of easy clean plasticky type woven mat there. Underneath I've actually got another layer, our old sort of room mat. You'd be surprised what difference that makes, to be honest. You'd be surprised. So insulate guys, if you're building something from scratch, or even, like I say, a couple of layers on the floor certainly does help. Okay, onwards.